Why is it a sacrifice? Nobody's asked that question. We're talking about a African-American head coach who spoke out about injustice, and everybody is on social media and on these media platforms saying he might have just sacrificed his career. Why is it a sacrifice? Why is it a sacrifice for a black man to speak up? But if a white man has a problem, it's simple as a damn email. Nobody's asking the right questions. Everybody is sitting here and want to take a damn knee, which ain't done nothing for America, for black America. Holding your fist up high ain't done a damn thing for black America. Quoting Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, that ain't done nothing for black America. We're not living in the 70s or the 80s anymore. This 2022, and we're complaining about the same thing? Y'all don't find that alarming? Y'all don't get the cycle that's continuously going? Y'all keep falling for the magic trick. I wish people would truly look up the definition of magic, because it is really not magic. It's illusions. It's like, hey, here's what I'm showing you, but this is what I'm actually doing. Hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we're actually doing. Hey, COVID, 5G. Y'all don't get it. People don't understand that it takes more than just hashtagging Black Lives Matter. You know, if all you've done is hashtag Black Lives Matter, then please get out the way. You're in the way. You're part of the problem. A hashtag ain't never done nothing for nobody. But y'all don't get that. But this is Black History Month, and we're about to see all our favorite activists. The people who are only activists from February 1st to maybe March 3rd. Let it bleed in a little bit to March. But as soon as March start really getting on, I ain't worried about no damn Black Lives Matter. I'm worried about spring break now. And then they worried about Easter. Then they worried about Cinco de Mayo. Then they worried about the 4th of July. And then they worried about all these other holidays that people could continuously sit down and complain about, but you still celebrate it. What are you doing? Do people know the actual definition of activist? They probably don't. Your typical black person is going to get on social media. They're going to Black Lives Matter. They're going to post Martin Luther King. They're going to post Rosa Parks. They're going to put their African colors on. They're going to put their fence up in the air. They're going to yell, Black Lives Matter. And they don't even freaking understand what they're saying. You're saying Black Lives Matter. Of course they do. Who said they didn't? Who? The media. The media. The main people who tell you there are more black people in jail than in college, which is false. The main people who tell you that cops shoot more unarmed black men than white men, which is false. But you're not doing your research. Everybody get their news off Facebook. And that's why majority of you are stupid right now. Better yet, ignorant. Because ignorant, you know better, but you won't do better. Lack of information. But there's so much information out. Somebody will spend 45 minutes on Amazon trying to get the right phone charger or something. But they won't spend that same 45 minutes on doing research about their actual heritage, or research about more black pioneers than just Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, or the same people that they tell us about every single year. Them the people they taught us about, in Black history when we took it in school. Some schools even took Black history out of the curriculum. Of course. Because we live in a world where there's so much more information, they can't lie now. You can't lie. You have access to the information, yet you do not use it. So we're still living in a world where, as to piggyback on what I'm talking about, Brian Flores, the former coach of the Miami Dolphins, people are saying just because he spoke up, for injustice, that he possibly sacrificed his career, or he should take a job as a defensive coordinator. Really? He should be demoted because he spoke up for injustice? Because his owner was gonna pay him to lose? Or that allegedly the Broncos ownership showed up impaired, as what he said. It's from his perspective. That's the only perspective we can go off, because we wasn't there. So you choose your sides. If you're a Bronco fan, you're probably gonna choose the Broncos side, which, I get it. But what are we talking about? It's February. Black History Month. I saw Kanye said we should call it Black Future Month. Not a bad idea. A lot of people give Kanye a bad rap because he thinks on a higher frequency than the average person. And if you don't think on that frequency, of course, anybody who's talking in that realm will sound crazy to you. You sold out, you crazy, you trying to be white. That's like the dumbest phrase I ever heard. Or if I speak proper English, I'm trying to be white. Do you hear how ignorant that sounds? Somebody who speaks proper English, a black person who speaks proper English, is trying to be white. Really? So what should we do? We should try to be black? What's being black? It's that mind frame that you're missing the whole picture. You're saying that if a black person speaks proper English, they're trying to be white. So what you're saying is speaking just slang and just terrible English, that's being black. That's ignorant. Intelligence don't have a color. Shouldn't. But this is America. So I think more people should speak out and be very honest. Honesty is very lacking in this world. Nobody wants to be honest anymore. Everybody only wants to, they want to be very cautious with their words, because I don't want to offend this person. I don't want to offend this group of people. I don't want to do this, do that, do this, do that. Why? I don't want to do it because it might lose me money. Not because I actually give a damn about making those people mad because you don't want to lose money. Let's tell the truth. A lot of people will backtrack and give apologies because they don't want to lose money, or they start to lose money. We've seen comedians, actors, rappers, we've seen all of them. They'll say something and then they spend the next 3 months backtracking, apologizing. No, stand on it. There's a difference in apologizing for hurting people's feelings and apologize for what you said. Those are two different things. If you apologize for what you said, then you didn't mean it. But if you apologize for how people took it, that you offended people, you meant it. You just apologize that you offended people, which is a very human thing to do. I've done it. I've apologized for how I made people feel, not for what I said. Big difference. You should never apologize for what you said. You can't take it back. I don't know why people think once it's voiced, it can't come back. You can't pull it back in you've said that word. Time only goes one way, and that's forward. So you can't bring it back. The things you do in this world will be a created memory in somebody's life that you cannot take back. Can't take back words, you can't take back actions. So don't try. Don't waste your time or your energy. You should be spending that time and energy on actually trying to do something to make a difference in this world. How do we make a difference in this world? We talk about supporting Black people. We talk about supporting our own. But do we actually do it? Do we actually do it? If we went into let's just say polo, an average polo shirt probably costs like $40, $50. Probably more than that. I don't really know. I don't wear polo because I know what polo stands for. So I don't wear polo. That's being genuine. You can't say, oh, I don't believe in what you believe in, but I'm still wearing merchandise. That's where the disconnect is from. So I don't wear polo. So just anywhere from $30 to $70 for a polo shirt. And Black people will go buy that shirt. Will buy a bunch of polo. Why? Because you've been tricked into believing that's fashion. That's popular. That makes you look like you got money. I have to wear a $70 shirt to appear wealthy to someone. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And people continuously fall for it. They don't get it. You know, they don't get it. They're so confused. People are confused. And I'm speaking from personal experience. I was confused at one point. It was one point when I was a young teen, I wanted all the name brand clothes. And I want them because I couldn't afford them as a younger child. So when I got money and stuff like that, that's the only reason I wanted it. Now I can afford it now. But as I got older, these past couple of years, I've gotten older, I've gotten wiser, I've learned. Grandma always said, you know better, you do better. I understand that if I truly want to help, my people, then I have to be active. That's what being an activist means. That means being active. Me buying a full polo fit just to go to the club and show it off to the same people that I saw all week at work. Doing that 11 months out the year and then waiting till February to wanna, okay, I'm gonna take the polo off, and now I'm gonna put, put my African colors on, and that local black business. Hey, I'm gonna support them now. You're doing your thing. I'm gonna support you today. But then as soon as March hit, you go right back to what you were doing. That's not being an activist. You're part of the problem. If you're not supporting your people year round, then what are you doing? All the local black businesses, the majority of them, I support. I'll go in there and I'm gonna spend money with you. Regardless of what your price is. It ain't, because if you'll go to a white company and spend a certain, X amount of dollars, then why you want to do the same in a black business? A black business is, oh, that's too high. If a polo shirt is $60 and then you come in my store and my shirt is $60 and you're gonna tell me my shirt is too high because I'm not polo? Hello, you ain't getting it. My stuff should be just as valuable. If I go into a black-owned business and their shirt is $40, I'm gonna spend the $40. I love my guy Adam Prestige. He has his own business in Macomb Mall, Macomb, Mississippi, and he's not black. He's of the, the Indian descent, from overseas. I don't want to misquote, but from that descent. And I spend money with him. I spent a lot of money with him. At one point in time, I'm buying all my clothes from him. I was supporting his business. And there was a store in the exact same mall that was owned by a white person, selling some of the same stuff. I didn't go in his store, I went in his store. Wow, that's supporting. That's how you truly support people. We've had multiple people in Brookhaven have black-owned businesses, and I support them. That's what we're supposed to do. That's the true definition of, being an activist. And it should be January 1st to December 31st, not February 1st to February 28th, or the 29th on a leap year. You're only gonna give your people a month? Once again, we're falling for the magic trick. We have Black History Month. I wonder how pissed off black people would be if there was a White History Month. They would probably lose their mind. What do you mean white? Or if there was a white entertainment television, like what would be called WET, with W-E-T. I ain't thinking like that. We feel like they own everything, when in actuality they don't. They don't. There are way more black millionaires and billionaires than you think. But you don't believe it because of the media. Once again, it gets back to the source, the media. They're gonna paint a picture for a reason, because it's conducive to money. And we keep falling for it. Notice I keep saying we. I'm not saying you, I'm saying we. I've been a victim of it. But once again, it goes back to grandma. You know better. You do better. I'm doing better. So why don't we do more? Are you that afraid of losing money that you will sacrifice your morals, your beliefs? That's sacrificing your soul. If you will let money determine whether you will speak up, that's the true sacrifice. You are part of the problem. But who am I? Now, some people might watch this video and I'm like, who are you? You don't know what you're talking about. You shut up, or, bull crap like that, you know. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. It's my platform. I can say what the hell I want on my platform. You don't like it? I'm like Dave Chappelle. You clicked on my face. You clicked on my name and watched, then heard something you didn't like and got pissed off. Like everybody do. People watch something, it could be 30 minutes long, but they will pick a 15-second part where they didn't like. And now all of a sudden they hate the whole thing. You missed the whole message. You just pull a tink. Can't tell people nothing though, because people know everything. If you knew everything, you should be in a better situation than you're in. If you knew everything, you should already be rich. You should be a billionaire. You should be the richest person on earth if you know everything. But guess what? You don't. You don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. Everybody continuously learning every single day. Every single day you wake up, you should be learning. And if you're not learning, well, that's you. You live your life how you want to live your life. This is my opinion. My opinion, and by the mentors who've been teaching me, is you should wake up and be learning something every day. Whatever you do, you should be trying to be better at it every single day. And my apologies, Keith Lazar, I'm sorry. Because he said take the word trying out. You know, when you say you're trying, you ain't doing it. So you should be doing it. You should be getting better every single day. But I think on a different frequency. And I'm not going to say a higher frequency. I'm going to say a different frequency. Because if I say a higher frequency, people will get offended by that. They were like, oh, what do you mean, you smarter? Not what the hell I said. You didn't hear that word come out of my mouth. If that's what you took from that, then that's your interpretation. That's another thing. Stop apologizing for somebody else's interpretation. They took it wrong. That's you. If I say something and I intended for it to mean something else, but you took it this way and you got pissed off, you got offended, that's you. That's something you have to live with. Because if you truly are in control of your energy, I can't make you mad. I can't make you sad. That what should be the truth. But a lot of people are. They claim to be thinking on a higher frequency level, but in actuality, their thought process is just the same as when they was in high school. You still think like a kid. Because if you was really on the frequency level you say you on, you wouldn't be easily offended. You know who's not easily offended? Me personally. But a person who is truly at peace with who they are inside, they're not easily offended. You can't offend a person who loves themselves and know who they are. You can't easily offend them because they know who they are. They know what they are capable of. They know what they can do. They know what they can't do. They know what they like. They know what they don't like. They deal with who they deal with, and the people they don't deal with, they remove them from their lives. That's how you should function. You see a lot of friction go down if people just start being honest with themselves. If you don't like that person, don't be around that person. Don't just sit there and just dwell in your hate, just soak in your sadness and stuff, and your resentment. Nobody's making you do anything. People love to contradict themselves. Love to contradict themselves. Like all the freaking time. All the freaking time. Like, hey, this is how I feel. I don't like that. But I'm going to let you do it and then talk about it later. Oh. I said, poor little Tintin. If you don't like something, stop it. Stop it. But why do people continuously why do people treat themselves bad? I don't think people think on that wavelength. Like, if you're continuously putting up with something that you don't agree with or you don't like, you treating yourself bad. You're neglecting your happiness, your peace. Peace is important. You got peace, then what do you got? You got money, you got no peace. You can give a miserable person, you can get them $100 million today and they still gonna be miserable tomorrow. Money don't solve peace. You can give a person who's miserable, you can give them all the money, a big house, fancy cars, clothes, you can give them every single thing. They miserable, they miserable. Money ain't, all that materialistic stuff ain't gonna fix it. That's what you've been led to believe. That's what we all been led to believe, that if we make a certain amount of income, that we will have a certain amount of happiness. And that's not true. There shouldn't be a dollar amount on your happiness. If there's a dollar amount on your happiness, then is it true happiness? Is it? I don't think it's happiness, but once again, I'm just Kris. But I want to see people do better in taking care of people. People. Not just black people, not just white, not just Mexican, Chinese, Japanese, Asian, like Russian, whatever you are, Canadian, regardless of your ethnicity, your religion, it don't matter. Your sexual orientation, none of that matters. Are you taking care of people? Are you taking care of people? The people around you, are you taking care of them? And then once you get your family situated, are you taking care of strangers? Are you taking care of people that you don't even know? I coached youth football for more than 13 years. You imagine how many kids I coached in, every year at least 30. So do your math. It's a lot of kids. I made it my business to learn all their names and stuff, but I'd be lying if I said I remember every single person's name, every single kid name. I know some of them that I coached are, finna go to college now. Some of them have already been in college, but now some of the new ones are getting ready to go to college. And I coached them when they was like 8 years old. Now they in college. Why did I do that? Why did I coach? I didn't coach for money. I didn't get paid to do it. Coached 13 years youth football. I ain't received one dime. So I didn't do it for the money. Did I coach to just be the famous coach in my area? No, I didn't do it for that. I didn't care about fame, recognition, none of that. I didn't care about none of that. It didn't matter to me. Any kid who ever played for me or anybody ever been around me while I was coaching, they know that. They would tell you that. They were like, Coach Kris, it wasn't about no money, it wasn't about no fame, it wasn't about no recognition, none of that. Did I coach to just win games? No. Anybody who know me, I'll tell you that too. I didn't coach to win no games. Why did I coach? I coached to give them a different outlook on life. I coach to motivate, inspire. I coach to educate. Did they learn while they was under me? If they didn't learn, I didn't coach. They didn't become a better, not just a better football player, but a better person, better young man or woman. Coach girls too. If they didn't become better while they was under me, then I didn't do my job. And of course, we know you can't save all of them, but out of every group that I coached, I had to. It had to be a few of them that I had to elevate to the next level, which I was successful with it. Every group I coached, one kid went on and kept doing things. Like I say, it's about 5 of them now. They just signed to play football in college, and I coached them. So that's my definition of like taking care of my people, giving back. That's my definition. You know, I can't give back if I'm only focused on my benefit, then I'm not giving back. I'm using the system. Just using people. And I have no respect for that. I have no respect for somebody who's only out for their own benefit. If it's only to benefit you, then I have no respect for you. No respect for you. I won't associate with you. I won't be around with you. I won't do business with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Because you've told me all I need to know about you. You've told me what kind of person you are. And the kind of person you are, I don't associate with. Regardless of whether family, blood, co-worker, colleague, whatever it is, I'll pass. I'm not going to tell people what they need to do. What I would like to see is for more people to get out into their communities and actually like work with each other. Everybody want to be the first to do something. Everybody want to be the first and only. You want to be the first and only to do this, the first and only to do that. There's no problem with 5 companies coming together and all achieving one goal. There's no problem with that because you achieved the goal. If let's say we wanted to build a new team center in Brookhaven, and it was X amount of dollars. Why should it only be one company one company name on it? You telling me 5 businesses can't come together and make it happen? Make it happen. Stop looking for donations. Make it happen. That's one of the things that really bothers me with celebrities when there's like something tragic happens and they ask for donations. You got it, spend it. If I got $100 million in my bank account and something tragic happens to Brookhaven, Mississippi, and it costs $5 million to fix it, I'm gonna wire that $5 million. I'm not gonna ask my fans for donations. That's not their responsibility. It's my responsibility because I'm from Brookhaven. It's not their responsibility. That's mine. It's my hometown. I take care of it. That's just the way I think. Everybody don't think like me, which is, normal. Everybody not supposed to think alike. Supposed to have evasive thinking, like creative thinking. Everybody supposed to come together and achieve one goal. But I just wish, I'm not gonna wish. More people should come together, but it's not our reality. The reality we're in is if 85% of people, if they can't get the credit, they probably won't do it. probably won't do it. I've done things for people like around this community that people don't even know I've done. My name ain't nowhere near on it. I don't want my name on it. I didn't do it for that reason. I've helped businesses, donated money, bought clothes, school supplies, and all that stuff for kids. Bought them Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, this and that, this and that, this and that. I ain't had no cameras there and I ain't have my name on it because that's not why I did it. I didn't want nobody else to know I did it but the person who's looking down at me, and that was God. It's the only person that needed to see that moment and the person I did it for. It's supposed to be a moment. We're supposed to create moments, not Facebook posts, not Instagram posts, not TikToks. That's not what we're supposed to create. We're supposed to create moments. Nobody wants to create moments anymore. Everybody just wants likes. They just want to put stuff on social media just to get likes. It's cool. It's cool. But eventually you're gonna have to be who you really are. It's gonna come a point in time where you're gonna have to lose the facade and actually be who you are. Could be early in your life, could be late in your life, but you're gonna have to do it eventually. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.